with my bloodline. Bill Bojangles Robinson is my cousin, so I would like to do a piece showing my bloodline.
Everyone is crazy about this dance. You've got to learn it, or you don't stand a chance. It's called discovery. That's all you say. You ready to gamble and start to swing and swing. Oh, she's mellow, all set to go. I know you hit about this so and so.
Music that came from the Harlem Renaissance had many roots. It sprang from the hymns and spirituals of black culture.
And you had to do a lot of skinning and grinning and bucking those eyes to show white folks that you were not a threat.
Following Ellington came numerous legendary black performers who would have a profound impact on the history of entertainment in America. They appeared in venues such as the Cotton Club, the Apollo Theater, the Savoy, and many others. Among them were legendary names such as Cab Calloway, Louis Armstrong, Bill Bojangles Robinson, Nat King Cole, Lena Horne, Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, and of course the great Count Basie.
I was leaving from Chicago to approach New York with my band. We were having music to play at the Savoy Ballroom. And on our way in to New York from Chicago, we went via Kansas City. We played a ballroom there in Kansas City called the El Carillon Ballroom. And there was a guy there that was playing organ in a movie house. This guy's name was Count Basie. Count Basie, he can make an organ talk. I dug this cat so, and I said, well, man, I'm going on to New York. I said, man, when I get to New York, I want you to get my band. I want you to be a piano player in my band.
It is quite awesome to be able to sit around and talk about 950 billion years in detail as to who did what, when, where, and how, and where it was located. There is no one else on this planet that can hold such a conversation but black people. That is not to say that any other nationality does not have its history. Correct history does become an important part of the knowledge of which alien group or terrestrial group of DNA was used to put you together. That is the way things are done in this universe, in this creation. It is a far stretch from some one male God looking like a German doing everyone. How fucking infantile and corny is that Eurocentric church shit? These infantile and unintelligent concepts were made up when the European world taught that the planet was flat and the center of the universe. Yes, Darwin is a fraud, as well as Mr. Big Bang, One Universe, Stephen Hawking and company, now that the multiverse theory has supplanted his One Universe, Stanford University standard arrogant belief system stood firm in it, calling him the smartest man on earth. I call him junk. These suckers come up with these infantile theories translated as being facts until a better theory comes around and takes center stage. The Western world calls this process knowledge. In reality, they don't have the first clue about how the real world works, in addition to being stuck on the wheel of death and life over and over and over again is the game they have played into because they do not know. It is because the creation is so hip that we have a multitude of higher frequency multidimensionals we can ask assistance from on a local level, who would be more than happy to lend a hand in times of trouble to help manifest what is needed to terminate any unwanted situation. These beings can time travel, frequency and dimensional jump, in addition to a multitude of things we can't even conceive of. It is like having your own personal group of genies hanging out and working along with you as they teach you so many, many, many things. Now these are the true riches, and in righteousness they are available to us. You don't have to accept any unwanted situation. You can dismiss it or retain it. You can travel to the future to gain something or to take something away, to bring it back with you. You can, in righteousness, pass and correct things in the past and make them better. People, this is how the real world works, and not being locked down into the insanity of one attempting to construct or preserve, at this point, their machine world, which will crumble soon, and a new world is already designed for us at a much higher level of dimension. The planet will take its time getting there, but this cosmic science, which has been worked by the African ascended masters, along with that African Yeshua ben Pandira, known as Yeshua Sananda Melchizedek, and his wife and family of the indigo children, along with the ascended masters and the millions of Christ beings produced right there in the pyramid school of ancient Kemet under the auspices of Sirius B and the Galactic Federation, along with the multitude of multidimensionals, including the grandparents to the Africans here on planet Earth, the vegans. So there are multitudes of beings, of living situations on a paradisial level, as opposed to this Jehovah's Babylonian death fear we have been experiencing for these past few thousand years. Their trip is over, and this is what is worrying the powers that be. They're so upset they want to go ahead and produce a World War III just for the spite of it. If they can't have the planet, then it will be unlivable for anyone else, is their thinking pattern. However, members of the Galactic Federation have said no. The Zionites, who are magnificent in their ability to time travel to the future, have explained to us that no, this will not go down. The Athenians, who can put the Greys in check because they have this 12-foot stature looking like praying mantises, who are here to make sure that they prevent the Greys from abusing the human family. The Pantheons, oh, absolutely magnificent, but you have to invite them in. You have to call on them for their assistance. They're not like the Azurite guards or some of the other multidimensional beings who take responsibility for keeping balance, operating in such a magnificent universe until they react instantaneously when that balance is shifted. But just to know that there is a magnificent family available. This has been kept from us by these demons because they do want to maintain a system of enslaving the human species. If they can create, they don't want others to be able to create. It's pure selfishness. It is pure evil. And we do not have to tolerate it. Hell to the no. We do not have to tolerate it. And we will not tolerate it anymore. This is the last go-round, the last stage for this battle, which has lasted for 10 million years. America, the last